Everyone. My name is Mary Lee Mims, and it's my honor to introduce tonight's presentation. Toastmasters International is an organization that changes lives. In addition to the experiential learning inside of our clubs, the district offers additional opportunities for personal growth. Speech contests are an example of such opportunities. The International Speech Contest is the one contest that goes beyond district level to the international stage. In 2008, district winners moved up to the semifinals, which were held at the International Convention. The winners from the semifinals then moved on up to the World Championship of Public Speaking. This evening is in honor of a remarkable Toastmaster who progressed through the grueling international speech competitions and became the 2008 World Champion of Public Speaking. Her victory was a victory for all of North Texas, for everyone in District 50 and in District 25. She presented a winning speech in spite of the war she was raging against a debilitating disease. She was triumphant, not just as a Toastmasters champion, but also in life, the way she lived her life. Encore Bora has been thinking about an evening to honor LaShunda Rundles for a number of years. He is thankful for the other team members, Toastmasters all, who were willing to help achieve his vision. Tonight's program will move from one section to the next without formal introductions or applause. This is how the evening will flow. And if you are not on mute, please put yourself on mute so that the screen doesn't switch. Okay, at the conclusion of my introduction, a portrait will be unveiled. It is of LaShunda, and it was created by Hirak, a young artist from India. Encore Bora will give a speech reflecting on how LaShunda's words and kindness profoundly affected him. The title of his speech is 3 Important Things in Life. Vanessa Rivera will present an instrumental reflection. Sonia Rundles, LaShunda's sister, will follow with a reflection through song. Shannon Hills Klein will offer closing thoughts. Chuck Menke will welcome guest comments. LaShunda, this evening is for you.
I hope the portrait is visible. Okay. Yeah, we thank Hirak from India for creating this beautiful portrait. Okay. I always cherish the memories of moments spent with my daughters. One day, my younger daughter brought me a homework assignment that was a survey to be completed by her parents. It was a short survey asking what the most important things in life are. For question 1, I answered kindness. For question 2, I answered kindness. For question 3, again, I answered kindness. My daughter was perplexed as to why I had listed the same answer, kindness, to the most important things in life. I smiled. Then I began to tell her about the time over 10 years ago when I took her along with me to a Toastmasters meeting to meet a special person, the person who continues to profoundly influence my life. It was in the month of March 2010 when I received an invitation for an event organized by the district Toastmasters to be addressed by LaShunda Rundles. During that time, LaShunda was undoubtedly one of the best speakers in the world. But only a few knew she had been diagnosed with lupus, a deadly and painful disease of the autoimmune system. That disease causes pain throughout the body in muscles, in joints and tissues that made standing upright more difficult, and she often needed a wheelchair for assistance to complete her speech. But still, she overcame her medical trials and personal challenges to become the world champion of public speaking in Toastmasters International at Calgary, Canada. It was a great opportunity for me to meet her in person, and I attended that event with my wife and my daughter. As the meeting started with the championship speech titled Speak by LaShunda, I was struck by the sight of her. Her medical diagnosis was green, yet she appeared contented, fully engaged, and was obviously in full spirit as she spoke to the applauding audience. Towards the end of the meeting, I was able to meet her. I had been preparing an article on her for a magazine published in India. It was for the youth to inspire them with the stories of the achievers, and I was more than happy to show that to LaShunda. I still remember that day vividly. It was one of the rare moments when you realize you are going to witness something special. Anyone who knows me will tell you I'm a forever optimistic person who loves talking to anyone. But my wife, on the other hand, believes I often go overboard, and she had a habit of either pinching me or stomping me on my leg to keep me firmly on the ground. My daughter, who was 6 years old, she inherited the former habit, but for a different reason. She would pinch whenever she needed attention. That day, as I was in utter conversation with LaShunda, I felt the pinch, but as it was in my back, lower back, I knew it was my daughter and I ignored her. But as soon as I started showing the rest of the pages of that magazine and began to talk enthusiastically about my childhood stories to LaShunda, the stomping began. So there I was, a wannabe Toastmaster trying to impress with his newly acquired skills, and there was the world champion listening attentively, oblivious of what is going on around. And it was a sight to watch. Friends, as I reminisce, it was not only the joy of meeting LaShunda up and close, I got to see the goodness from her very nature. As I had completed showing my write-ups, LaShunda asked, "Are you going to publish a book?" As I stood nodding, she was telling me, by publishing and speaking, you are going to enable the dreams of others. It was one of the profound moments in my life. It had been a long day. She was tired and stressed because of her medical condition. But she chose to be kind and responsive to my need. There was a human being who was standing for a fellow human being with kindness. Friends, in the month of August 2012, LaShunda unfortunately succumbed to lupus. But her goodness continues to influence and impact my life. Thus, when my daughter asked me what are the 3 important things in life, I answered all of them: kindness. In this busy, hectic world, life makes us jaded, intolerant, and pushes us to be mean, crabby. But LaShunda filled my heart with so much of compassion that no matter how tired, how hopeless, how irrational I feel, I choose to be kind, always, every time, each time. Friends, there are 3 things in life. First, to be kind. Second, to be kind. Third, to be kind. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Sonia Rundles, and I'm the proud sister of LaShunda Rundles. And I'm supposed to sing tonight. The legacy of LaShunda.